Hello everyone, Shinto Bean here playing some more Warhammer Combat Cards Ranked Mode. Now, coming soon to the game is a new warlord for Servants of the Emperor, and I will talk more about that once it's actually released. But in anticipation for that, I've been playing a lot of Servants of the Emperor. I actually had not played them in Ranked Mode for so long that they were at rock bottom, so to get them back up into the top 4 factions, I had to play at least 20 games with them. It wasn't very fun, but I've got them up to about 1,700 trophies, and in this video I would like to try out Canoness Veridyan. Now, some people consider her to be the strongest warlord for Servants of the Emperor. I personally don't actually like her as much as the other two warlords, mainly because I don't have some of the best cards that synergize well with her. And I'll give you an example of what I mean. Looking at my collection, I just noticed recently at the very bottom I have one grayed out card here. I never noticed it before, but this is Colonel Curtis Hicks. It was kind of a limited edition release. You had to pay actual money for him, which I refused to do, so I never got any copies of him. But the fact that he is showing up here means, I think, that he is in the general card pool, that I might be able to get him from packs. He is legendary, so very rare card. Looking at his upgrade path, you can see it's all melee upgrade, so he can become capable of dealing massive amounts of melee damage at the higher levels. So he would synergize very well with Canoness. He's only 25 points, but unfortunately I do not have him, so the team that I came up with is not the best. I mean, there are some really good cards in here, like the Penitent Engine. That's an obvious choice. But I've also got Celestine. She's at level 4, so she's got a pretty good inspiring presence. And then Alea and Valerian is also a good choice. The only problem is they also have inspiring presence, which is kind of redundant when you have two of them because the bonuses do not stack when they're on the field at the same time. And so for the other melee heavy hitters, I've got the Calidus Assassin. This is only at level 4, so it's actually not that strong. And then I threw in this other Custodes Praetor. This one is also not really the best card, but I'm just going to try it out. And then we've got 3 fodder units. We've got the Medic. We've got the old Hound Dog Aximilian with Scout. And then this guy, the Crusader, has Taunt, so he actually fits in quite nicely with Canoness, who I have at level 5. So, let's go ahead and deploy and see how this works out. In the past, I have done videos of Commissar Yarrick and Magos Dominus, but I think, as far as I can remember, this is perhaps the first video that I've done for Canoness Veridyan, and we are up against Kaptin Badrukk. Seem to be facing Badrukk quite a bit on the ranked ladder. This guy's at level 4. Got a level 9 buggy with the double shield, so this is a pretty powerful deck by the looks of it. We'll put down this guy with the taunt here at the beginning. And they got their artillery coming to the field. Okay. So that double shield is going to cause issues. I guess I'll put down Celestine over on the right side. Okay, and the Squig Buggy. This thing is at level 7, so that's a whole lot of damage. This is not a very good opening hand. I'll just put down the Calidus Assassin over there, I guess, and we'll see what happens. They have the initiative, so they're going to start off with a very powerful ranged volley. And the taunt just barely reduces the damage, but the Squig Buggy is able to fire twice, dealing 60% of his damage. And Celestine gets the counterattack in, but takes a pretty big hit from the artillery there. Alright, the Snazwagon still has 1 shield remaining. And let's go ahead and take out that shield with the Penitent Engine. Putting down like all of my strongest units here at the beginning. Not sure if that's the best choice. Usually it's best to just have 2 of your strong units on the field and 1 weak fodder unit. Unfortunately, against Kaptin Badrukk, that is not always the best, because Kaptin Badrukk likes to eat small fodder units for lunch, and they don't really slow him down in terms of damage output. So they've got the Daka Jet down at level 6. Lots of damage. Once again, the Squig Buggy is able to fire twice. It will shoot the Penitent Engine, but the Penitent Engine, that time, gets the counterattack in, dealing 81 damage, and then the ranged attack finishes off the Snazwagon. So that worked out pretty well. Okay, and now Kaptin Badrukk himself is forced onto the field, and I'll just put down the medic over here. It's probably not going to be able to heal Celestine enough to save her the next turn, but we can get a big melee attack in on Kaptin Badrukk himself. 108 damage from the Penitent Engine. It's getting its melee attack increased by 20% thanks to the Inspiring Presence from Celestine. And of course they'll go ranged again, the Squig Buggy firing twice for the third time. And okay, Celestine gets the extra attack in that time. And wow, they're actually going to be able to destroy everything on the field. The Penitent Engine doesn't even get a chance to attack that time. That is one good thing about Badruck's special ability. If you destroy multiple units in a row, it can potentially prevent them from getting extra attacks, like you just saw. Alright, so we'll put down our dog on the left. We've got Alea and Veridyan taking the center lane, and then we'll put down the Praetor on the right side. Got the Furious Charge going off. So it actually worked out having two units with the Inspiring Presence. They were never on the field at the same time, which helped out. And Alea and Veridyan have just enough damage to take down Badrukk. So not even Badrukk was able to stop Canoness Veridyan. She really doesn't have any weaknesses. That is one of the things that makes her pretty frustrating to play against, I think. Whenever you destroy a unit, one of her units gets to attack back, and if it's one of the big melee ones on the field, it can be pretty devastating. They just changed Badruck's special rule to kind of make it trigger slightly less often. It still triggered just as much as normal in that match, but yeah. But with Canoness Veridyan, she doesn't really seem to have many weaknesses. Her special rule used to do 100% of the melee damage. It was reduced to 75%, so she's more balanced now than she used to be. But yeah, still pretty strong choice. I just kind of prefer using the other warlords, Commissar Yarrick and Magos Dominus, are just my personal preferences. Let me know which of the Servants of the Emperor warlords is your favorite. And the new one that will be coming out soon, let me just say that it looks really interesting, very unique, so I think that one's going to be very popular once it comes out, but hopefully we'll be able to see what it is soon. Alright, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.